guys, Jeannie here, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my week 3 keto update. Okay, you guys, so this week is not as grand and progressive as the last 2 weeks. So when I started this journey, I weighed in at 187, and then the first week I lost about 4 pounds, and then the second week I lost 3 pounds, and this week I lost 0.2 pounds. Okay, so it's definitely not keto that caused that very small loss on the scale. Let's take it back to last weekend. So last weekend, Scarlett and I, we had ice cream. We also had McDonald's that same entire night. And then Sunday rolled around and I went to a bridal shower where there were cake pops, ate those, ate the crackers, ate the tortilla chips. And then for dinner, we had burgers and onion rings and strawberry shakes. So folks, that is why I only lost 0.2 of a pound. So I weighed in on Monday. No, I weighed in on Tuesday and I was 184. Going off the keto wagon for that entire weekend made me gain 4 pounds, like just like that. So I got back on the keto train on Tuesday. I did strict keto, I did my macros, and by Wednesday I had lost 3 pounds of that. So it took me all week to get myself back to losing just a little bit. So as we stand right now, I am 180.2. So hopefully next week we'll get ourselves into the 170s. But you know what, you guys, it's really important that when you know that you kind of messed up during a week, you still need to be accountable. You still need to check in. You need to hop on the scale and see what the damage is. I used to be that type of person where if I did bad on eating or exercising for a week, I would just avoid the scale. I just wouldn't want to see it. But it's really important for me to see that, to know that, okay, maybe this weekend I don't go as crazy and maybe I just have like one treat instead of having a weekend full of treats. So that is something that I learned. I was just telling my husband as he was leaving today, I was like, man, if I would have stayed on keto the way I was supposed to, like I potentially could have lost 3 more pounds this week. But it's all a learning process. And something else that's really important on any type of, lifestyle change you're doing, whether if it's to lose weight or just get more healthy, you have to have some grace with yourself. You absolutely do. And the idea of giving yourself grace has just been on my mind so much. And in my devotional yesterday, it was talking all about grace and learning to, give yourself grace even though you have some. It says right here, it seems like there are no words to express enough gratitude to equal gift of grace, yet gratefulness is the best response. So begin today and every day with thanksgiving and gladness for God's grace. So in terms of keto, it's important for me to acknowledge the things that I did do right, the things that I can thank myself for doing. So I looked back at my check-in last week, and last week I told myself that I wanted to get to kickboxing at least twice, which I did. So I went to kickboxing on Tuesday and Thursdays. However, I did not run. So I need to run this week. So I am sitting here, I am pledging to you guys that I need to get my butt out of bed in the morning and run at least 2 mornings. So I am committing myself right here to going to kickboxing twice again and running again. We'll see on Saturday if I want to get myself to another kickboxing class. I just wanted to, go into this very slow and didn't want to overwhelm myself with changes. So something else that I did is I was really diligent on my Carb Manager app in terms of tracking my macros. That was something that I didn't do when I went to Chipotle on Monday. So we went to the zoo on Monday and I did really well at the zoo. I got a Cobb salad there. I did a keto breakfast. We went to the Pancake House. And if you guys are at all in the Southern California area, if you know the Pancake House, they make a delicious pancakes and Dutch babies. And I was able to say no to that. I just went ahead and did an omelet and bacon. So that's what I had on our breakfast out. And then at the zoo, I just had a Cobb salad and just drank a lot of water. But where I failed at was when I ordered Chipotle. So I ordered a Chipotle bowl and I added queso. And I think adding the queso really did me in. One, because I think they put some sort of flour in the queso to like thicken it up. So I was like, for sure, I was going to drop a little bit from Monday, and I didn't. I had gained that 4 pounds, and it was also cycle week for me this week. So I'm sure I'm retaining water. So that could have played a big part of it too, but I kept on going. I made sure to get myself into, kickboxing. Like I said, I made sure to, stick to my carb manager and go off carb manager. I'm going on a date night with my husband tonight. So we're going to Wood Ranch, which is a steakhouse. So I plan on getting a steak with a side of broccoli. And usually I would have some of the bread rolls that they have at the restaurant. But this time around, I'm just going to order an appetizer salad with some ranch, and I'll eat that in replacement of the bread. So I'm opting for a keto friendly option. So on Saturdays, I'm going to let myself go a little bit over my macros, but still sticking to low carb as much as possible, minus the movies. So the movies is something that I'm able to make a compromise with. So I went to Albertsons and I got Lily's chocolate. And if you guys are not familiar with Lily's chocolate, it is a keto friendly chocolate bar that you can get. It is sweetened with stevia. There's some sugar alcohols in it. So if your stomach is sensitive to stuff like that, then be careful because, it might give you some tummy troubles, but you can have half of the Lily's chocolate for 4 net carbs. So anytime I go to the movies, I always want to get like M&Ms or some other type of chocolate. So I just went ahead and bought it myself. Yes, it's expensive. It's $4.99, but honestly, I'd rather do that and know that I'm eating something that I should be. So yeah, that's what I got for the movies tonight. Now I am going to get myself some popcorn because Chris and I, we only go to the movies out on a date maybe once every 6 weeks, and I do love movie popcorn. So I will indulge in that. So I'm having one treat this week, which is going to be movie theater popcorn, and that's it. I've stayed strict keto this morning, and I plan on getting right back on board tomorrow morning. So if you are on the keto journey, just be very careful when it comes to getting off keto. Even if it's for a day, you're going to be able to tell. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and be accountable for even on the weeks where I'm thinking I'm failing a little bit. But honestly, any decrease in number on the scale each and every week is something to be proud of. So even though it is only a 0.2 of a loss, it's still a loss in this week. And I'm not, I'm not gaining weight, which is what I want. And there's probably going to be weeks where I don't lose anything. That's something that I have found with keto, is that you will kind of plateau for a little bit and then you'll start losing a little bit more. So I'm just going to stay steady in the process and keep going, because when it comes to losing weight, you guys, it's not a race. You don't get a medal if you lose the weight the quickest, unless you're playing Biggest Loser, and I don't even know if that show is even on anymore. But there is no race to the finish line when it comes to losing weight. You want to lose weight at a slow and steady pace. So I did try intermittent fasting twice this week, actually. So intermittent fasting is basically when you stop eating and you don't eat again until 16 hours later. So I've been intermittent fasting when I go to kickboxing. So I'll eat something around 4 o'clock and then that's it. And then when I get home, I just shower, drink some water, and then I go to bed. I see the most significant weight loss the day after I do stick with intermittent fasting. So it's something that I really want to try to do. So I think I might try intermittent fasting Monday through Friday and see what happens. Actually, no, Sunday through Friday, and see how the results are implementing intermittent fasting, because it's really easy for me just to make dinner on my own and eat ahead of time, so I can go ahead and do that. In intermittent fasting, you just don't have anything during your fast. You can have water and that's it. You don't want to have anything that's going to raise your blood sugar. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little sit-in, and I hope I'm able to relate with you guys a little bit more in terms of, you know, confessing to some of my wrongs in the process and really seeing, you know, the consequence at the scale. Like, I should have lost a little bit more this week, but I didn't, and I know why I didn't, and it's important to acknowledge that so I know next week that I can go ahead and try a little bit better to try to get that number a little bit lower. So I am hopeful that next week I will be getting myself back into the 170s, so fingers crossed. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday with whatever you are doing. Don't forget to like this video so I know you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comment section below what type of weight loss journey you're on if you were on one. So I will talk to you all later. Bye.